They cost nothing to play, but I got something to say. Time for nanDEMOnai. For this nanDEMOnai, we're checking out the demo for Orion, a sci-fi visual novel. Demo's on Steam. It's a visual novel. That's pretty much all I know. Let's do it.
What a lovely story.
And it's voice acted, so I don't have to do it. Fabulous!
Oh, I'm not
I just hung for a second. That was weird.
Just that you came alone.
Oh, that's what she said.
Are you saying I should feel threatened, sir?
Threatened? Not any more than you are out there.
Okay.
I know you still want to go through with it, but I implore you to consider the consequences.
Okay.
They've been considered. The decision's been made. It's now only a question of when.
Okay.
We'll lose our humanity over this.
Something bad's gonna happen.
No, Kiyomi. No, this will be our salvation.
So we have one name. K is Kiyomi. Again? Okay, I have to voice this, I guess. I haven't had a night without these dreams, these nightmares. It's always the same thing, a dark room with unknown voices, with the feeling that they're ready to hurt me, break me. Whether it's the low whispers or the sounds of metal, I'm not sure. But I do know one thing. Whatever I'm seeing, it's not meant for me.
Hey, you don't look ready to go.
Another 5 minutes.
I don't want us to be late. Come on.
I'll try to match him. I guess I'm Sam. I keep quiet even as I sit up on the bed. It's hard to speak after nights like this. Not that there's much to say, anyway.
Same thing.
I nod, but can't look in his eyes. It's just too hard.
And the medicine did nothing.
Drugs should fix everything. I like the stepped shelves there on the right. The overall design is actually pretty nice. Shake my head. He nods, understanding, before offering a supportive smile. Luca. I don't know where I'd be without him. Or is it Luca? I don't know. He's not just my brother. My attachment to him isn't due to some requirement of life. No, Luca's the kind of person I want to be. He's my mentor, my greatest friend. My parents died when I was little, so I never got the chance to meet them. But Luca remained strong. He was the one who took care of me. It was hard, but he didn't mind. Not many people can say that about their real parents.
I just hate that nothing seems to work, Sam. Every day you wake up with those terrible images in your head, and I just want you to be okay.
Okay.
I am, Luca.
It is
You
Luca.
don't need to worry. I can handle it.
I don't want you to have to, though. Of all the things in your life, sleep should be your solitude. Your chance for peace.
I offer my own smile. It's not much, but it's the least he deserves for everything he's done.
There's something going on up there that we need to fix.
Uh-oh.
Fix?
If something's hurting you, we need to get rid of it.
Brain fixin'.
It doesn't hurt, Luca. It's just annoying, I guess.
I'm lying. He knows it, too.
We'll have to see a doctor later this week.
I look towards the door, then back at my brother. That same concerned expression seemed melted onto his features. I try smiling again, though now it didn't seem as real. Oh, that was weird. It hung for a second again. Sorry. My brother moves forward and wraps his arms around my back, embracing me tightly.
You're the only thing I have left. You're my little brother, Sam, and I just want to keep you safe. Whether it's from bad people or bad dreams.
I mouth the words that are difficult to say aloud, if only because the silence felt so powerful. Yet he still heard me.
Love you too, Sam.
Aww. Luca let go and stood up from the bed.
Okay, I'll get ready for the assembly.
And now my mouse is betraying me. He walks to the door and turns to me before he leaves. Can you hit spacebar? Oh, yeah, sweet. Much better.
Just call me if you need something. I'll be close by.
Okay. To see Luca so torn up is horrible, but at least we have something interesting today. Or perhaps a better word is distracting. Honestly, there's not much I'd call fun around here. Spaceship Orion is an utopia, but an utopia can be, and is, boring. Just like that, I was alone in my room again. That's the funny irony of private places. Really? You get freedom, but lose companionship. Right now, I couldn't decide which one I want more. I dress myself before I walk to the kitchen. That's where I see my brother in the process of making breakfast. Of course, I don't eat a lot on most days. My friend Cyrus says that's why I'm skinny as a stick, but I don't care. I hate people who try to impress others with their appearance.
Sam, can you at least eat some of the eggs I made you? You barely get any. These were our last 2.
But I'm not that hungry.
I can't believe I put up with this. You're eating them, and you're eating them now.
The audio balance between the voice and the music isn't great, but you can probably adjust that.
Oh!
The assembly's gonna have everyone in Section 6. And you remember last year, right?
Of course I do.
Whatever.
You fainted, Sam. I'm not letting that happen again.
Okay, I'll eat your damn eggs.
I'm sick.
16,
Oh,
I should
there we
be
go.
able to decide whether to eat eggs or not.
Eggs are good. Luca must have heard me since he shoves my shoulder.
Hey!
Eat. You've got 5 minutes.
I am!
I must admit, the reason I don't just love my brother, but admire him, is because he puts up with me.
I think it's coming from your backpack. No, keep eating. I'll get it for you.
Oh, there's like a phone going off. Luca walks over to the table and opens my bag, taking out my holopad. That's strange. I only use that for school stuff and the occasional gaming with friends. Usually that kind of beeping means.
You got a message. Take it.
Thanks for not opening it.
I couldn't even if I wanted to. The passwords are crazily complex.
I decided to look at whatever message I got, waving off my brother. Message from Virgil? Who the hell is that? Messages can only be sent from one holopad to another, and they always include the name of the sender. This is strange.
Shit, I totally spaced out. We only have 10 minutes.
But I haven't had a chance to read this yet.
Oh
You
no.
can deal with that later. Just put it in your bag so we can go.
Let's go. I pretend I can't hear him. My strategy fails.
Don't make me say it again.
He takes the pad out of my hands and puts it back in the bag.
Jeez, you're persistent.
We walk relatively fast towards the assembly area, even though the people around us didn't seem hurried in the slightest.
Hey, Luca, can I ask you a question?
I don't know how I feel about the art style change, but okay.
Can this wait?
I'm just curious about something.
We both knew that was the key word to get him to talk. He can't pass up the chance to teach me something. He sees it as one of his most important jobs.
Since we're going to the assembly, it got on my mind again.
More like I wasn't satisfied with his answers last time.
Don't tell me. Is this about unionism?
I nod, trying my best not to look too judgmental.
I still don't understand your answer from last time.
Well, look at it this way. If we just had self-interest to keep us going, people would have the incentive to start hoarding stuff. The only way to get rid of that selfishness is for something greater to bind us all together.
Is unionism like space communism?
And to those who can't work,
It is space communism.
Like I said last time, that's just a hypothetical. It never happens.
I want to press him on this point since I know their oversight of the work process is extremely focused, but I held back. I can tell by the way he kept looking ahead that he didn't want to discuss this anymore. The two of us never agree on everything. No siblings do. But bringing up my thoughts about unionism outside the house was uncomfortable for him. While Orion banned alternate spiritual groups, talking was never prescribed. Yet I was never able to pin down what made him so defensive about it. Oh, so it's a cult. The Orion spaceship, sometimes called the Orion Ring, is one of a series of 8 such stations around the Earth. They were created to help ease the population crisis on the planet below. People from every corner of the globe live here. We try our best to be united. Every February 10th, the people of each section meet in unison to elect our leaders. 10 days before, we have the nominating ceremony. That would be why it's on the 31st. Since our culture places great prestige on those in the government, our leaders, this ceremony has become implicitly spiritual. What would I know? I'm just a kid who others like to pick on. I do my best to get through, but I have to count on my friends and family to keep me strong. And though sometimes I have trouble understanding why, I relish the chance to see my larger family in the assembly. I have faith in those around me. I know I can succeed. I don't know if this is an awkward localization or what, but some of this reading is a little odd. The nomination ceremony takes place as part of a shipwide festival. Each of the 9 sections has their own variations, but I've always liked the one here. Section 6 is a series of PAX games held in the public parks.
Good. We made it.
Okay.
and we're early too. I didn't have to rush.
The food will be there when we get back.
It will also be cold and disgusting. It was then that I saw the PAX gamers themselves, most of them gather in groups at these sort of things. You think of it like a big club of annoying pricks. Much like other things named PAX. PAX, of course, is the most complex immersive simulation game ever invented. While I appreciate the technology behind it, I don't care for the game itself. The fact that mostly bullies play it doesn't help much either. Much like video games in general.
Are you able to see everything from there, Sam?
Okay.
I'm not that short.
Man, you have got to relax. You can't stay mad the whole day.
Yes, I can.
Watch me. I'll blow your mind.
Whatever you say, little man.
Don't double down on that. Every year, someone from the ship council greets each section to guide the nomination process. Usually talk about the same old, boring stuff. The only fun part is seeing which people get picked. I could be picked, actually. Since I turned 16 last week, I can vote for the first time, too. You might be asking why we put such an emphasis on our government. In such a closed environment like Orion, the things our leaders do affect everything, from the amount of kids you can have to how much food you can eat. It truly matters.
Men and women of Section 6, I am honored to open this, the annual nomination ceremony.
Uh-oh, Kiyomi was the woman in the intro. Da-da-da. Ah, they picked Kiyomi Muranami, the deputy director of Orion. It's an upgrade from last year when we got the health administrator.
I am also delighted to declare that an additional 47 of you have reached the age of maturity over the past year. All new 16-year-olds are assigned 1 vote.
Yay. On Orion, votes are distributed based on how much you contribute to your department. Great workers can get up to 10 votes, while those who do little to nothing get only 1. It's an incentive to work for the good of everyone, something that goes to the very heart of our society. The union of the call brings strength to us all, or so the saying goes.
Yeah, which department are you going to apply for?
I already told you. Central Computers.
Nerd. The Central Computing Division handles the system that connects all technology on Orion. From a single unified location, everything is managed. Oh, that sounds not troublesome at all if it goes down. Obviously, the security to get anywhere close is incredibly high.
It's really hard to get into.
I groan, trying yet again to ignore him.
It is honestly too easy to get under your skin.
The rest of the assembly went as planned. A few people were nominated, people my age were taught how to vote at the meeting in 10 days, and we submitted our preliminary department requests. The rest of the day would have gone the same monotonous way if not for what my brother did.
I'm really, really sorry, Sam, but I need to head to engineering earlier than usual today.
Dun dun dun.
What? Why?
My supervisor got pissed at me yesterday for taking you to the med center.
Oh
I
no.
was sick.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. You know the way back, so we'll be fine.
Yeah. See you then.
Luca forced me to walk home alone from the assembly. I was mad at him, as any brother would be. Okay, dude. But I didn't hold it against him. It was because of the stupid system we have here on the ship. Work above all other things. Even people. The walk back wasn't a long one. It should have taken me just a few minutes, like Luca had said, but instead, his absence causes more problems than I expected.
Oh, look who it is! I bet you missed us, Sammy.
Oh great! Douchebags! Ugh, these two. They've always been mad at me since I told them for their antics a few years ago. Seems like every week that I run into them. Sometimes it's just nasty words, other times it's even worse. I've come home with a bruise or two in the past few weeks. I never want to worry Luca, so I always do my best to hide it. Now look at my luck, I've been left in their torment.
Don't speak to it, Zavera. I'm still not convinced it's capable of thinking.
Aw, but he looks so cute when he's shaking.
Shut up.
I will say the voice acting is pretty solid.
Oh, did you say something? You'll have to be louder if you want my attention.
I freeze up every time I'm around them. It's like they know exactly what to say that'll hurt me the most. And that's something. That's what I hate about this whole thing most of all. I want to do something, I really do, but I hesitate.
Hello? Anyone there? Told you it's stupid.
I don't like it when you say that. I'm not stupid.
Ooh, what you gonna do, Zach?
Kick their asses.
Nothing. It's a waste of our time.
You're just afraid that I'll fight back.
Do it. My heart drops to my stomach when Zachary got right up to me. He must be at least 6 inches taller.
Fight back. Then do it. It
Can we do it?
Look at Zach being all tough. This is great.
Shut up, Zev. Ignore her. If you want to hit me, do it. But I'll warn you. I know at least 10 ways to disable you without having to leave a mark.
I don't believe it. I thought my heart was going to explode out of my chest. Zachary wasn't a big guy, just tall. But everyone knew he was the greatest strategist on the entire ship. There's a reason the Kaito siblings are the best PAX team in Orion.
I'm waiting.
I didn't know what to do. If I hit him, I'd start something I know I couldn't finish. But I don't just want to take this. I'm tired of them being mean to me. It's been weeks, months even, and their abuse never seems to let up. I grit my teeth to prevent myself from shaking, but the decision is a hard one to make. Punch him! Do I take the chance to try to stop their bullying, or do I take it and search for another option? Punch him.
Seriously? You're weaker than I thought.
That went well. He shrugs off the hit and grabs my wrist, immediately twisting it at a painful angle. I feel the muscles in my arm scream at me to get out. It felt like I'd been struck by lightning. After a few seconds, he lets go, leaving my arm racked with pain. Is that...
Can I
Hi.
help you, Cyrus?
Actually, yes. I'd need to pull Sam to the side for some homework help. He promised he'd be free right after the assembly.
This is my bailout. I sigh, relieved that my best friend had been around. It wasn't surprising since the assembly had ended, and yet I felt I owed him something. He always knew when I needed help.
Way to ruin the fun. Can't you stop him?
It doesn't matter.
I want to hug Cyrus as the Kaito's pair left, but I knew that would be an overreaction. I see that my fists are still clenched from the fear. It is so hard to shake that feeling.
Sam, they're gone. Come on. We're fine.
He feels like he's phoning it in a bit. Cyrus puts his hand on my shoulder and smiles. As he does so, my hands unclench themselves and I can finally feel at ease. The best friends are those who know how to keep you from going crazy. Seems he's been around ever since I could remember.
Going to be alright?
Yeah, thanks. I appreciate you helping me back there.
Okay,
Of course. That's what friends are for.
okay.
Just wish I didn't have to deal with them all the time.
Well, you could just murder them.
You forget about them. Let's get you home.
Okay. Cyrus refuses to take no for an answer, pulling my shoulder to start walking with him. I laugh and walk for myself. Thankfully, with Cyrus by my side, I have a friend I can trust. Aw. The two of us walk through the door to an empty home. Most likely, Luca would be at work all day. And since we don't have school today, we have hours and hours to relax and play. Not something we get often with being punished with duties on Orion.
Hey, Sam, if you want, I think there's a PAX game going on a few houses down.
No thank you.
I'll pass on that.
Oh, actually, okay. Not all gamers are bad. That's a lie. But the Kaito's twins leave a bad taste in my mouth whenever I think about PAX.
We should play something else. Here.
Fine by me.
Before I turned from Cyrus, I had the urge to thank him again and again for saving me. I'm not the kind of person who gets much sympathy in life, so the fact that anyone is kind enough to help me is a lot to take. I realize I've been standing there silent, and Cyrus just keeps smiling.
Well, are we gonna play something or what?
Awkward.
Oh, right. I think I have something in my room. I'll be just a second.
What we playing? I hurried off to my room in search of some games we could play. The sound of my shoes on the cold ground echoed in the hallway. I don't know why, but for me, that's the sound of home. I put my bag down and began searching us all for the games. Row after row, and it was impossible to find the one I was looking for. But then, I heard something distracting. I couldn't tell where the sound was coming from. It was muffled by a sheet or my bag. Oh yeah, the message from earlier. I pressed a button on the side, logging myself in with my fingerprint. That same message from Virgil was listed. When I finally opened it, I don't know how to react. The setting sun rises as the moon weeps. What could that possibly mean? As I've done before with strange messages, sometimes sent by bullies, I try to trace the sender. It refuses. None of my tricks seem to work. Either the sender was incredibly good at computers or I was missing something. And that's when it hit me.
Do a three-dimensional analysis.
Okay. Text messages are usually flat. This means it's just data that, when compiled, shows some letters. If you wanted to hide something, you could pretend a message was just text when in reality it had far greater depth. I remember a rumor that was how the revolutionaries who opposed the council communicate. Could this be them?
Sam, need me to help?
No, I got it.
Hacksaw. I engaged the analysis, forgoing the concerns of silly games for now. Astounding. I was right. There's something far clearer in the message, something whomever sent this wanted someone like me to see. Someone who thinks in the complex way I can and love to do. But the message itself can't possibly be real.
What the heck are you doing? It's taking you this long to get some games?
Yes. I remained silent, glued to my holopad screen, where the revealed message was now visibly clear. I didn't even attempt to hide it. I was in too much shock.
You alright? What's that message say? Something from one of the bullies?
No.
Cyrus walks over to me, looking over my shoulder at the message.
Does that say what I think it does?
I don't know. What does it
Yeah.
say?
Section 6 will be destroyed. 1201. February 10th. 2452.
It doesn't look very three-dimensional, but da-da-da! Well, that bodes well. But, yeah. You can get this demo. Oh, we'll let this run.
Going to go through with it, yes?
That's right. At least so long as I don't veto the proposal.
And you're going to, right?
Don't be silly. Of course I am.
Of course she ain't.
What if the entire council opposes you?
Leave the politics to me, Ara. You stick with the science.
Ah, but the two are far more intermingled than you might expect.
True that.
Maybe. But this is too big for you to get involved in. Let me handle it.
She's gonna get involved.
Well,
Don't tell me you...
I'm sorry, okay? I was having too much fun with it. I had to deploy.
So she's already involved.
That thing is too dangerous.
Risks breed rewards, Kiyomi.
No, not this. This is too far.
That bodes well.
Sorry, but I'm afraid it's already out of my hands.
And we have a wild card.
You and that damn computer program.
Maybe that's what warned me. Alright, well, that's the first part of the demo for Orion. It seems to go on a little longer, but yeah, things are going down apparently. I'm probably going to throw this on my wish list. It sounds pretty decent. A little awkward at points, like I said earlier, but other than that, the voice acting is nice to have. It's nice not to have to read everything out loud. And yeah, I like the art style. Again, the whole the painting interludes versus the character shots, not entirely feeling that, but otherwise, I mean, it's clearly they put at least a fair amount of work into this world and everything, so I'm kind of curious where this all goes and how they are going to destroy Section 6. I mean, you destroy one section of a space station, you'd think that would destroy a lot of more of the space station. I don't know, I'm not entirely sure how these work, but yeah, curious. That's Orion. It's on Steam. Check it out. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, let me know in the comments, and consider subscribing so you get videos like this on the regular. I put up a lot of stuff every day. If you help me out on Patreon using the link in the upper corner, you can help me put out even more. You can also check me out on Twitter with the username on the lower right, or swing by my website, nanDEMOnai.com, for all sorts of content, written, video, and otherwise, that I do regarding gaming.